So we've got a question here about the Black Lives Matter protests going on. Shootings of, here on a picture, this is on ABC News. And we've got a woman in a dress here at a protest in Baton Rouge in the USA recently, yesterday. That's a nice dress. That's pretty cool activism. I mean, she really played it well by dressing up and getting arrested. That's pretty good. She got some really, really good international exposure. But what are my thoughts? I thought this girl did a really good job at getting her thoughts out there. But what's the deal? What's my opinion? What's my stance on what's going on? I think it's very unfortunate when police end up shooting someone. But my understanding from the footage I've seen on YouTube is this guy had a gun and is resisting cops. Like, why? I mean, I've been to the US a lot. The cops don't fuck around over there, and I know that. So I'm not going to engage in physical combat with a police officer. And also, I'm not going to carry a gun. I'm not going to bear arms. So if you're bearing arms and going against what the cops are going to do, and you're in the US, I mean, it's like, put two and two together. Is it right what they did? Debatable. But why the fuck would you wrestle a police officer while you have a gun on you? It's just not a good thing to do. So my tip would be, if I have trouble with the cops in the US, I'm just like, on the ground, no worries, cuff me, whatever. Why the fuck would you resist arrest, man? Why? To get shot? To get killed because you have an argument with the police officer? I disagree. I think the cops do a great job in the US. I think the cops do a great job everywhere. And being a police officer is a fucking hard job. You've got to deal with a lot of fuckheads every day. Do police overact? Potentially, yes. Does everybody overact? Potentially, yes. So I would say all these protests, etc., every life matters, man. Why the fuck are we protesting in the streets over someone who wrestled police officers and had a gun on their person and then unfortunately got shot dead? Why don't we fucking protest on the street for the orphans out there? Orphans' lives matter. Over 27,000 kids today would die from starvation. Who the fuck's protesting the streets for that? I would say most of these protests, in my opinion, is just bored people looking to create drama and feel significant or whatever. Orphans' lives matter. Who the fuck's doing anything about that? No one's doing nothing about that. The street, it's just, people use this as an excuse to get drunk, get high on drugs, create some riots. They don't really care. If they did care, they would spend their energy helping out in orphanages in Rwanda or even their local community. Why protest in the streets? Go and help out some foster kids, man. That's my opinion anyway. So I think, bottom line, if you got a gun and you live in the US and the police apprehend you, don't fight back unless you want to get shot by the cops. That's just how it works, man. Why argue with that? Why fight against that? This is how it is. It ain't going to change. You can protest in the streets all you want, and the government's always going to win. So if you want to create change, be the change you want to see. Just be the change you want to see. Protesting ain't going to do shit.